Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another episode, season 4, episode 7. Thank you guys for tuning in into another episode. And on today's episode, guys, we're going to be talking about Frankie de Jong and Roque, as there is a lot of uncertainty in regards to their future. Are they staying? Are they leaving? What's going to be happening to them? We're going to be talking about that. But guys, before I get started on the video, make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. Everything's posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you can stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. And as well, for these episodes, if you guys want to join, feel free. I do post a link on StreamYard through X. So you go on X, click on the StreamYard link, and you'll be able to join. And that way you can just have a conversation with us as well and just basically discuss. But let me introduce my co-host, Sebi, a regular of the show.
So good.
What's up? What's up? Okay, so Sebi, let's start the episode and let's talk about Frankie de Jong. Now, I did make a video earlier today talking about Frankie de Jong and how Frankie de Jong's future is a little bit uncertain. He's been stalling negotiations between his entourage and Barca for months. He hasn't agreed in a new contract or anything. He's Barcelona's highest wage earner at the moment. And his contract expires in 2026, which when you look at it on face value, it's far away, but at the same time in football things go like that. And next summer he's going to be entering in his final year of his contract, and that's going to give him so much leverage, and that he's going to be able to have pre-contracts and begin to talk about the clubs and everything like that. And it's just a whole situation that's been complicated, and we're going to be talking about that. But what's up, Sabana? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. But Sebi, thoughts on this whole Frankie de Jong situation? Because Barcelona, they aren't a good selling club. This is something that we all know. We struggle with selling. We don't know when to sell right. And de Jong, sell,
Look,
keep, negotiate. What should we do?
at this point, if what you're telling me is true, at this point, sell him.
Sell him.
Yeah, sell him.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
you said he's the highest paid earner, right?
Yeah, over
He
30
wants
million.
to sign a new contract, or he wants to leverage Barcelona in a way because he isn't signing the new contract to earn more money, possibly, for them to give him a new contract. But at this point, just sell him. Like, he knows that we're in a tough situation, and these are the decisions you're gonna have to make.
See, but at the same time, like, I actually would be in favor of selling Frankie de Jong, because Frankie de Jong, I would say in this past couple of seasons, he's been good, but he hasn't been great. Barcelona,
I mean, he hasn't been great since we signed him, in my
yeah,
opinion. He hasn't been,
that's the thing.
he hasn't been the Ajax De Jong. He's been a regular, normal player,
Yeah,
in my opinion. Maybe a bit higher than normal sometimes, but he hasn't been like a great, amazing player. He's
yeah.
just been bare average for the
Uh-huh.
last 5 years.
And what makes it worse and it makes it hard for Barcelona to sell is that, as you mentioned, he is, Barcelona's highest wage earner. And so if Barcelona, they are gonna have to sell, a club is gonna have to either match those wages or give something similar. And at the moment, he's injured. He got injured in the El Clasico game,
Yeah.
all the way back in March,
Do,
April. So
do you think? Do you think now Barcelona regrets him not signing to Manchester United when they had the chance
oof.
to sell him?
See, the thing is that Barcelona, they were always open to selling Frankie de Jong. Like
Yeah, but
Barcelona,
they never crossed the line, you know.
no, it was Frankie de Jong actually who put his foot down and said, "Hey, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving." It was always Frankie de Jong.
Yeah,
But Barcelona, they were open to selling him, but it was through the eyes of saying, "Hey, this signing is gonna hurt, but it's gonna financially help us and everything." But it was this summer and this past couple of seasons where Barcelona were like, "Okay, so not only can we get a lot of money for Frankie de Jong, but potentially we can reinforce the squad and make it even better." Because of the performances, I don't know if they can really match that.
yeah. I just
Basically.
think the Young is bare average, and it doesn't really. We have a bunch of midfielders, a bunch of up and coming midfielders, especially now that the Young
You're right. You're right.
is available.
What's up, Luke? How do you guys? Hope all is well. So Barcelona was not able to get Nico Williams, and Barcelona doesn't achieve the one-to-run rule. It's been a very disappointing week for Barcelona, especially, after, our Monday episode where not only did we lose Nico Williams, but we also had, a very bad defeat against Monaco. But guys, as I said, and as we said, on that episode, it's a preseason game. You know, it was a wake up call. Barcelona, they still have a lot of work to be done, but let's not make any, game defining or
I feel
final
like
decisions
a
on
lot of
anyone.
I feel like a lot of fans thought like Hansi Flick is just gonna come in and resolve all the
Yeah,
problems.
yeah,
No, this is a project now. It's gonna take time. Also, like with Laporta, the club has been financially in debt for so many years. It doesn't take 1 month to fix things. It's gonna take a whole lot of time, more than this year, more than next year, probably more than the other year. We're reconstructing the club back to its former glory. It's gonna take longer than this year and next year, in
yeah.
my opinion,
And
to
and
come
and
back.
and guys,
And
something
then,
that I will mention, I'm sorry to cut you off, Sabi, is that Real Madrid, for example, they did lose like a couple of their preseason matches as well, and so did Man City. And look at Real
yeah,
Madrid,
but,
did you just they just played the Super Cup final against Atalanta and they did win it. And so let preseason, it isn't the end all be all. We're still gonna have to see what the season holds up to maybe what September, October before we can make any real and final decisions, something like that.
yeah. But in my opinion, the preseason is also try to the academy players to see who's good enough to make the first team, obviously. And the preseason is how the older players with
Yeah,
more experience are going into the new season.
yeah.
That's what the preseason's about. You just saw
Yes.
Real Madrid. They did trash in the preseason. They just won 2-0. Not like a wow 2-0, but you know how Real Madrid always pulls
Yeah.
off the normal casual win.
Yeah, precisely. Frankie needs to lower his salary. Apparently, he's going to earn 58 million euros in the 25-26 season. That's insane. It's
He should sell
crazy.
it to Saudi if he's making that, like Dybala.
Yeah, but he's what, 28, something like that, you know?
Yeah,
So yeah, he's earning crazy amounts of money, and this is why the situation is so complicated. He's injured, so any club that would be interested in Frankie De Jong, a Manchester United, for example, who they have shown interest. I believe they've looking, roughly in the price tag of 60 million, something like that. Which I want to know your opinion. Would you sell Frankie De Jong for 60 million, or would you be looking to hold out for a little bit more? But
I think 60
yeah,
million is a good price. To be
60
honest,
million for Frankie De Jong is a good
he's
price.
not getting he's not getting any younger, and his performances are very bad, and he's getting injured a lot. So if we can
Okay.
scrape 60 million, that's actually a very good price in my opinion.
Yeah, but he's gonna be staying this year. What's up, NJ? Welcome to the stream. Thoughts on the whole Frankie De Jong situation? For Frankie De Jong, our highest wage earner, injured, no club interested in getting him because of that injury, and potentially even for free in 2026. Well, what do you think Barcelona should do?
Pretty much sell him now
Sell him?
because there's really no point of keeping him because I rather get 60 million than nothing. To be honest, because
Okay.
to be honest, it didn't really work out. To be honest, since he joined Ajax from us, it never worked out because he joined Barca in a wrong timing.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why I don't know. That's why it never worked out for him. Even though a really good player, it just didn't work out for him.
Okay.
So we
Do
had
you
a
think
chance
that?
to sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
no, no. I was gonna ask you like, do you think potentially, we can see the best level of Frankie De Jong under Hansi Flick, for example, or
Yeah.
would you say like, should Frankie De Jong need one player, for example, like an actual pivot, or does he need like the system catered around him for us to see like his best level? Because as you said, we've had Frankie De Jong for what, 5 years, and he's been a very good player, but he hasn't been the world class and best player that we needed to see in Barcelona.
Yeah. Probably the thing is, I don't know how he's gonna fit it in the Hansi Flick's system because
Okay.
again, Frankie's not really a DM or he
Yeah.
doesn't really play double pivot or he needs the ball all the time. But the thing is, if Pedri comes back, I assume that Pedri's gonna play the the holding midfielder moving forward.
Okay. Yeah.
Right,
We did talk about this. This is an option for Hansi Flick. He can either play Pedri in a holding position as
Yeah.
of a more of a midfielder behind the lines, or as like the advanced midfielder as a number 10. Have options.
It's really hard because, again, Frankie is on a high salary, and also he's in a bad timing with Barcelona as well. So it's not really a win-win for us, though.
Okay.
Not really a win-win.
Okay. I could tell that it was motive the moment he refused to renew. It's sad how far this club has fallen to these kinds of players that refuse to leave. I completely agree. And, Sebi, what do you blame that? Do you blame like how the club is run? Do you blame the president, for example? Do you blame the contracts that are being given out?
The hierarchy of the club, they have no balls, bro, to tell the players, leave, bro. Leave for the good of the club. Because the players are basically in charge of them, telling them, "Oh, I don't want to leave," and then they leave them alone.
See, but how do you actually get rid of them? For example,
Bro, the president
knowing that they have a contract, because like they have a contract, you can't get rid of them. Someone has to bring them in. Contract. Yeah,
that's the thing. If the player really wants to,
yeah, he could just settle down and basically.
But if I was like the president, you're not gonna play anymore. You get isolated to like the U23s. Like how some coaches do.
Yeah, you could do that.
They don't want a player, and they send them back to the academy.
Yeah.
And they just don't train with the first team. And
would you do that to Frankie De Jong? Well, would you say, Frankie De Jong, you either sign this contract or you're playing with the U23s? Because keep in mind,
I don't even want him to sign a new contract. At this point, just leave the club.
At this point, just leave.
At this point, just leave the club.
Wow. See, I'd want Frankie De Jong to leave just because, it could save so much salary space. We'd be able to get a good financial offer. If you're not going to adjust to
the new coach's system and you can't play and you've been an average player for the last 5 years, please leave the club.
Okay. Oh, donation from Zampana. What's up, Zampana? Thank you for the $5 dono. This club needs to fire Deco, but I'm going to try to join right now. Zampana, if you want to join, as I said, go on X, CulePodcast, click on your streamer link, and you'll be able to join. And thank you so much for the donation.
Zampana,
but doing that to a player, I believe it was Laporta and Matteo Lemani who basically wanted Dembele actually to be sent to the stand, but it was actually Xavi who said no. I want to play 50 in the belly.
And look what turned out to be. He snaked us, left to PSG for free.
Yeah, no, he didn't live for free. We got 50 million for him, but 25 million went to him and 25 million went to Barca. So it wasn't
basically
rosy. Yeah, it's basically knowing that. Yeah,
that was so smart of him as well doing that. That was so smart.
Yeah, and so guys, this is like an actual worry that the club has because in 2026, basically in a year and a half, we can generally be seeing our highest earner leave Barcelona for free. But now, guys, I'm going to switch the conversation. I want to talk about Roque because Roque is a player who is seemingly heading out the exit door. It's most likely that he's going to be leaving. And I want to ask you guys, is there a club that you would guys like to see Roque go? Because the reports that we're seeing in the media...
I just want to say something, Elias.
Yeah,
what's up? Who are the goddamn fucking scouts, bro, of Barcelona? They need to be sacked with Deco. They need to be fired. I don't care. But these fucking scouting reports are the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, we are going to have to talk about it because how do you bring in Roque?
How do we sign a new future player, barely last a year, and now we're going to sell him for less?
Sampana, welcome to the stream, man.
What up, man?
Ridiculous.
What's up, Sampana? What's up, Sampana? We're going to be talking about Roque now. We're going to be talking about Roque. We're going to be talking about Deco. Deco's incompetence. Sebi, continue talking about Roque.
Bro, this guy either is really shit or he just fooled the world because there's no way we signed him for 40 plus M, and
Mhm.
he goes into the team supposedly gonna get playtime, but we all know it's like substitute playtime.
Yeah.
Lewandowski, but he starts and he doesn't play, barely plays. Xavi doesn't like him. Then now Hansi Flick, he's gonna try to change Hansi Flick's mind. Hansi Flick also doesn't play him, so two
Never
managers
changed.
don't like him already.
Okay.
Two managers don't like him already. So I just think he's shit at this point. He's not a good player.
Well, the message from Roque's entourage is that he hasn't been able to play in his actual position, and I can somewhat agree to that because the best that we've seen from Roque, when he scored those two goals, it's when he wasn't involved in the build-up, when he was the actual striker inside the box, and all he needed to do was just get on the end of the crosses, get on the end of passes and everything, and actually be able to finish, on the the one-time finish and everything like that. Because we've seen Roque, try to dribble or try to,
Yeah.
be
I feel like
involved in the
if you're
build-up
a
plan.
really good player, you got to adjust to a system that
Yeah.
you're asked
No.
for.
Yeah.
And he hasn't done it.
Uh-huh. But Sampana, if you were Barcelona, would you be looking to loan Roque? Would you potentially be looking to sell? And if so, how much? Like, how do you handle this Roque situation?
Okay, what I think is like Roque needs more time personally, because like look at what happened with Vinny. He needed like 2 or 3 years just to like get momentum and become, and now he's like one of the best players in the world. And looking at Roque in Brazil, he was like really good too. Same with Vinny. He was in like the same situation as Roque at the time. So what I think is like we should probably loan him for like a season and bring him back,
Okay.
and then we should just like see how he does. You know?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's honestly something that I would like to see, for example, because, as you said, Vinny Jr., what happens if this player that completely explodes and become this absolutely amazing superstar? But, at the same time, Barcelona, they signed Roque to be basically an instant starter. I say that instant starter, but at the same time, be the substitute to Robert Lewandowski, a player who can play a ton of minutes, rotate heavily. Because Barcelona, in that situation, where Lewandowski, he wasn't having a brilliant year, for example, he was coming off the World Cup and everything, he basically had like a poor 2023. You know, Barcelona, they wanted him to succeed now. And, unlike Endrick, for example, in Real Madrid, where Real Madrid are absolutely stacked up front, Barcelona need performances from Roque now. And they don't really have that patience. It's a little bit complicated.
And that's the problem with our club.
Mm-hmm.
No
Uh-huh.
patience
No.
compared to
But
Madrid.
it's understandable. Like with Barcelona, would you have the patience in this time and moment, in the financial situation that Barcelona's in, to wait until Roque comes good?
I mean, we had no choice though. We had gotta be patient with every player, even though I know like some of them are underperforming. But what can we do about
Okay.
it, right? Because we put ourselves in this situation.
Yeah.
What can we do about it?
Okay. Okay. I don't know if you guys will believe me or not, but the moment Roque was the moment Roque was signed as a possible target for us, I was one of the few fans saying that they don't see the hype behind the kid. It's sad. Okay. Okay.
You know, 'cause the thing is, him and Endrick, I know they got they're like the victimized of the hype of Brazil. That's the reason why Madrid and Barca were fighting for both players.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
that's the
Uh,
problem. We got victimized by it, even though I knew that his play style won't fit us because the way we play is completely different the way he
okay.
played in Brazil.
Okay. So guys, a loan on the table. Where
Yeah,
would you loan him? For example, is there
Porto.
like a specific to
Uh,
Porto?
Yeah,
To Porto?
that's
yeah, I'd
'cause-
probably like send him to like Portugal or like Italy, so he can get
Okay.
like experience.
yeah.
Yeah, do not send him to England. He will not do
No,
good
no,
in
no,
England,
no. Don't. It's not
See,
gonna work.
I mean,
It's not gonna work.
especially in a mid-table team like Everton.
oh,
Yeah.
you know what? I would actually prefer Roque to stay in Spain because
What like?
if he does go out, for example, to a Porto, to an Everton, or somewhere abroad, he is gonna have to do the whole readaptation. He's gonna have to adapt to a new language, new culture, new team, new everything,
Yeah, but
and
same.
so
Yeah, but same. He speaks the same language as people from Portugal, anyways.
okay.
Portuguese. They speak Portuguese there. So
But for example, wouldn't you prefer Roque to play in La Liga, knowing that Barcelona are in La Liga as well? Because if Roque does well in La Liga, you're thinking, okay, you know what, maybe playing for Real Betis. Real Betis, a mid-table team.
you
Nah,
haven't seen
low-key, I'll send
you
it
haven't
to
seen
Gironia.
you haven't
Low-key,
seen their stack already in striker position though. It's about fitting in with system.
No, I was just giving that as an example, as like a sort of team. I wasn't
Yeah.
talking about like Real Betis like in specific, but that type of team where they are going to be maybe challenging for those European spots. But it's not going to be let's say a Atletico Madrid or anything like that, where they're actually going to be having to vie for titles or anything.
Ah, probably Porto is the best thing for him.
Okay, Porto.
Because he can win trophies there while
I
he's
wouldn't
on
be
loan.
mad if he goes to Portugal, Porto or
Okay.
Sporting.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if Barcelona they were to say, okay, you know what, we don't want a loan, how much would you guys be looking to get for Roque,
Probably
knowing that
25
he's still very
30
young?
million? I mean,
How many?
30.
How much?
35 to 40.
Nah, now we're not getting the 35.
every team in Europe wanted him before
Yeah.
we bought him.
Yeah, that's true. But since they saw how he performs in Barca, yeah, they're like, yeah. So most likely 25, 28. With
I feel like that's too little.
Yeah,
That's so little.
I agree,
Yeah, but-
because guys, I'm looking at the prices that Fabrizio Romano is trying to say in some of these strikers, and they're going for crazy amounts of money. I'm thinking, if any other club was actually involved in in the actual transfers,
You know who
we
we
could be
could have
seeing.
signed? Julian
Who?
Yeah,
Alvarez.
Oh
Emerson
yeah,
Royale went to AC Milan, and he's like bad at both defending and attacking
Yeah.
somehow. So, I mean, we could see Roque
Outside
going for like
and
50 million, and then if Emerson Royale can go to AC Milan, Roque can go for like 50 million.
Deadass. Also Morata, bro. Morata be going to all the big
Okay. Look at this.
average.
Evan Nielsen, he traveling to England from Fabrizio to complete his move to Bournemouth. 37 million euros, 10 million in add-ons, 10% sell-on clause.
Wait,
Are you saying that Roque is not a better player than Evan Nielsen? He's also Brazilian
Evan was
striker.
better though. Yeah,
Wait,
You
what's
think
it
so?
called?
yeah.
How much?
Yeah, 'cause he's
Elias,
improving
search up
in
how
Porto.
much did Al Qadeshi pay for Paulo Dybala?
I just saw that. I was just looking at that one from Fabrizio. Hold up, let me see if I can bring that up.
I just want to see the price that they paid for Roma.
Wait, wait for what? For who? For
Dybala,
for
for Dybala. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, 12 million, I think.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was either 12 or 17 or around that ballpark.
But again,
You gotta be
Dybala's
fucking
in-
kidding me.
yeah, but Dybala is
That's
almost done in his
crazy.
career though.
Yeah. It's completely different.
Yeah.
Um,
But again, talking
Dybala
back to,
can still shine,
the
bro.
striker from Porto, he's
Isn't
been
Dybala like
scoring.
30?
Evan
Oh,
Nielsen,
He can
he's
still
been
shine.
scoring a lot of goals bro, for Porto anyway. So he's been like, he knows how to play in Europe, basically. That's why he got sold in 30 cents. Plus it's a Premier League anyways. So they're smart with that, the money.
Okay, yeah. Right here, I'm looking at the prices, and they basically said, anywhere from 12 to 15 million for the price for Paulo Dybala.
That's actually so cheap. It's insane. First
Yeah,
quality.
but,
Yeah,
but again,
crazy.
Dybala's been injured.
Yeah.
Been a lot.
but he
Oh,
cooked for Roma last season, though.
Yeah.
Bro had so much
Yeah.
potential.
Yeah, a player who absolutely was the star of CDA, at one point. And
Yeah,
then
he even destroyed
when
Barca
Juventus-
in
Yeah, and
2017.
in that 2017 tie, man. But at that same, the goals that we conceded, because I watched the goals back actually, and Ter Stegen, my God, Ter Stegen, you can't save one for your life.
He might be washed.
Yeah,
sure, like-
I mean, we've been saying that. We've been saying that for.
not
But
that
Elias, look, think about it. Dybala's 30. He won a World Cup. He won Finalissima. They're offering him life-changing money for his
you
like.
take that.
Why not? Why not?
Take that.
Yeah, you absolutely
I mean,
take
it's
that. You
only
absolutely
a-
take that.
Dad,
It's
he
only
still
a
hasn't even
3-year
won a
contract.
Champions League. I mean,
It's
You're
only
right.
a 3-year contract.
He
That's
might
not that
leave
bad.
after a year. He might leave after a year. Who knows?
Yeah, imagine getting that bread. He's already 30. Might as well.
Okay. Yeah,
I
you're
swear,
right.
like for
Mhm.
Barca, like through the history, I swear, like the one position is the most weakest position we have is the goalkeeper. It's like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah, yeah. That goalkeeper position, you like. I wouldn't say that at any time we've had the best goalkeeper in the world. I think we've had maybe
No,
like the
it's
top, like
crazy.
the top
no, we
five,
never,
top three.
We've
we
always
never
had
had a
an
goalkeeper, the best
averagely good
goalkeeper.
I
keeper.
mean, 22, 23, we had like the best keeper in the world.
No, so we never
22.
had one though, because looking past from during Cruyff's time, yo, Ando Zubizarreta, he's so average. Then Valdez, he hated playing goalie, but he had no choice. Then Ter Stegen, who's just prone to mistakes. I'm like when are we gonna get a goalkeeper like Thibaut Courtois? Once.
If you think about it, Roque style fits Celtic. If you watch their games, you see the characteristics.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Celtic, yeah. They go because Celtic plays direct football though. That's why it's gonna fit him.
Yeah, you have tons of space. For example, you can use the pace
Same as
from
Porto,
Roque.
because
Yeah.
bro, they have a bunch of
Okay.
Portuguese wingers there. Like it's wild.
Okay. But guys, to round off the video, I want to ask you guys your predictions for La Liga, and also like the Champions League, and you can even like mention like the Ballon d'Or. Who is going to win La Liga? Who's going to win the Copa del Rey? Who's going to finish the top goal scorer? And you can throw in like the top assister if you want.
Don't be biased though. Be honest.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be realistic. Sebi, go first.
Shit, La Liga,
Yeah, who's winning La Liga?
Real Madrid. Sadly,
Ah,
I mean,
sadly,
it's
sadly.
the truth.
You
Though.
told me not to be biased. You told me not to be
Yeah,
biased.
the
yeah.
truth though.
Okay.
Okay, Real Madrid, La Liga,
Copa
Copa
Rey.
del Rey. I'm gonna say us actually. Copa del Rey. We're gonna
Okay.
win one trophy at least this season. What
One
else?
trophy. Champions League.
Champions League.
Supercopa.
Champions League. That's actually so hard because it's the new format, right?
Yeah, it's a new format. It's like the Swiss.
Probably Real Madrid. I'm gonna say that.
so Real Madrid for the
I
dub.
was like,
That's crazy.
Real Madrid.
You
Oh
do-
wow.
You do realize,
Real
Like-
Madrid
like-
or Man? Is that? I don't even.
yeah.
No,
What
Real
about the
Madrid or Man
Supercopa?
City. One of them. One of
We're
One
them.
of
gonna
them?
Supercopa. We're gonna win Supercopa.
Supercopa.
The Supercopa de España. Are we gonna win that?
Nah, Atletico Madrid.
Because it'll be Madrid, us, Bilbao, and who was the final? Who keeps
I
facing
think it was Bilbao. I think it was. Who?
Mallorca. Was it Mallorca or was it?
I think Club Copa del Rey final. I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, it
Copa
was.
del Rey.
I think against
Mallorca,
Mallorca.
right? Mallorca.
Yeah.
Mallorca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's playing in
Negro.
the Supercopa final?
Madrid and probably Bilbao.
Oh, then Madrid easily.
Yeah, it's a
Because,
top two. It's a top two from La Liga and the top two from the Copa del Rey, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, so Atletico Madrid they aren't in it, so it's gonna be Athletic Club, Mallorca, Barcelona, and Real. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be like
Real
that.
Madrid.
Who do Barca play?
Depends who. Because I feel like they're gonna do a semi-final El Clasico or final El Clasico.
Yeah. It's what they've been doing for the past 2 years. I think there's a draw actually for that. I think
Okay.
it happens at the same time.
Okay,
for the Copa
Barca, we win.
Okay, so Barca wins the Supercopa de España. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And top goal scorer of La Liga,
Mbappe.
Mbappe. Okay, and lastly, best player who could potentially win the Ballon d'Or next year.
I mean, this year or next year?
No, because this year it's most likely going to be what, either Vinny or Bellingham.
Yeah.
Oh, next
Yeah.
year. Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna say Mbappe.
Mbappe. So you're saying Mbappe is gonna have a fantastic season for Real
Yeah, I
Madrid?
think
Yeah,
he is.
Mbappe's.
Okay,
he's
I think,
okay.
I think with
I mean,
this signing, it's like the legacy signing. Like you
Yeah,
have
the
to.
legacy. Okay.
Did you not see how they played against Atalanta? They were like all three of them were like going to the left side. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, every single
I
one
was
of
like,
them
oh
was
my
like,
gosh, bro. I'm like,
Yeah,
how the
but
hell
somehow
are-
they're
how-
gonna make it work. I feel like I don't know.
No, trust me. Like
Yeah, they're
once
gonna do.
they start clicking it. Oh my gosh, yo, they're gonna kill it.
okay. Sampana, who's winning La Liga?
Real Madrid.
Damn. Okay. Copa del Rey?
I think Barca are gonna win it. I mean,
Barca?
Barca's never went 2 seasons trophyless, so besides
Never
like
went
07, 08, those 2 seasons, but
Yeah.
Okay. Supercopa? Are we winning that?
I think Real Madrid's winning it. I mean, they
Damn.
got such a good squad.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's 3 trophies
It's
already
looking
for
grim
them.
for Barca. It's looking grim. And the Champions League and top goal scorer.
Okay, the Champions League, that's gonna be difficult because like there's like two good teams in it, Real Madrid and Man City. They're like the new El Clasico. I mean, in the Champions League.
Yeah, you're right.
And top goal scorer, Mbappe or Lewa.
Mbappe or Lewa. Okay. Okay. Solid. NJ, who's winning
All right.
La Liga?
La Liga, it's probably gonna be a Real Madrid, but I have a feeling that I don't know why, but every 4 years, Atletico Madrid somehow wins the Liga every 4 years. Probably,
I,
probably
I I
Atletico.
was just about to throw in like the guys. I don't think we mentioned Atletico Madrid at all. Atletico Madrid, they've strengthened themselves
Yeah,
crazy this summer.
I,
You know?
I have a feeling that they're
Yeah,
gonna
they got
compete for the Liga
Julian.
this year for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
exactly.
year.
I feel that they're gonna win at least one trophy.
That's why I was gonna say Copa del Rey. I was gonna say Atletico
Yeah,
Madrid. Yeah,
here's the thing
No.
with Copa del Rey
but I
though.
want to win
If
that from
yeah,
Barca.
I have a feeling that if it's gonna be Copa del Rey, it's gonna be a Madrid derby. But for some reason, Atletico might knock out Real Madrid. So then if we lose Copa del Rey,
Oh.
then I'll go for Atletico to win it.
Okay. That's solid. That's solid.
But Supercopa, yeah, probably Madrid's gonna win it.
Damn. Okay,
Cause
so
what?
no, go continue.
Because I feel like starting from the Super Cup final from UEFA until December, I feel like Madrid will kill it right in the get go. They will kill every team on the
Oh
way.
yeah, it's like everything just like blitzed them.
Then if they go to Super Copa, yeah, they're gonna erase every team. But depends of how. But again, we'll see in December, like where we at as a club, right? So who knows?
Yeah.
We could
And,
win the Super Copa,
anything can happen.
but right now Madrid will win Super Copa.
Mhm.
The most goal scorer for La Liga will be either Alvarez or okay for my top three goal scorer in La Liga will be Alvarez, Mbappe, and somehow if Griezmann starts really good, then he could be in the top three race for the most goal scorer in La
Okay.
Liga.
Okay, solid shout. So solid shout. Luke, if you want to join, just go on X on Twitter and click on the streamer link on my profile. You'll be able to join. But we're ending the episode off here. And so like next episode, feel free to join. I'll be honest, Barca aren't beating Madrid in terms of trophies this season, but I do believe we should be patient with Flick. I think we're on to something, but need dedication from the players.
And
Okay.
and, and for the Champions League, so here's the thing with Champions League. Yes, probably Madrid might win it again, but if somehow in the next 3 weeks, if Man City like able to buy players because they lost a lot of players now,
Uh-huh.
I assume that Pep's gonna go to the market to find players. They could compete again, but most likely Madrid. But again,
Madrid.
the one thing I'm worried about is if Madrid sweep all the trophies this year, the treble that we won will be in vain.
No. We absolutely cannot allow Real Madrid
Because
to win a treble.
'cause
Barcelona,
again,
you have to do something. Win the Copa del Rey if you have to. Just go treat that as like the Champions League. Rest everyone for the Copa del Rey.
Because remember, we're not in the FIFA Club World Cup, right?
Yeah.
They will win that.
Yeah.
And then in the Super Copa this winter, they're gonna win that as well. Copa
Well,
del
the Club
Rey,
World Cup, Man City's in the Club World Cup too, so like
yeah, but again,
it's gonna be
depends
more
of how.
difficult.
Yeah, but it depends of how Pep buy players this summer market because it's
I
gonna
mean,
be.
City already have like a really good squad.
Yeah, but again, with Pep, but again, when you compare it with Real Madrid, and their starting 11 is strong, as their bench is very strong as well.
Yeah, but
Like-
at the same time, it's football. Anything can happen. Like for
Yeah,
example,
that's
we
true,
like,
but,
at the start of the season we say, oh, Real Madrid, they're gonna win the treble and everything, and potentially by the end of the season they could go trophyless. Football's like that. Football's weird at times.
Yeah, I know, but
Anything can happen.
What
Yeah, I
you said,
thought Real Madrid were gonna do bad last season because of the preseason.
No,
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah,
and they
we're just guessing.
won the double.
We're just guessing, right? So I swear, if Madrid wins they basically just finished everything in football because they have every trophy there is except the Conference League, which obviously they won't be there anyways.
Yeah, exactly. They never won it.
They won they basically won everything. They're just missing a treble. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
They won like the Europa League. They won the three Champions League three in a row twice.
Yeah.
They have the most La Liga, and they're only trying to catch up on Copa del Rey. And if they win some of the treble, all the treble that we did will be nothing.
Damn. And Andrew, you're making me depressed right now. Just
dude,
listening to all this.
They only have the most La Liga because of the Franco era.
Yeah, like saying when you look at within 5 years span from now until in 2030, they could win the treble.
I mean, if Barcelona they are indeed successful, we need to fix up our decision making and actually make right decisions, because it's crazy to think about the last time Barcelona they won the Champions League was in 2015. That's over a decade ago. Next year it's gonna be a decade. That's insane.
Yeah. I mean, for Madrid, they took them.
I blame Neymar.
14 years.
Neymar was the cause of all these problems.
No, the thing is, the problem was that when we sold Neymar, we bought Dembele. Instead of Dembele, we should have bought Mahrez instead.
Mahrez.
Because he was on.
We should have just never had Bartomeu.
Never.
I mean, the thing was, it was all set up though from Perez though. He was smart with that because he put Sandro then Bartomeu.
And then we bought Coutinho for 150 million.
Yeah.
Who? Coutinho? Oh yeah.
Yeah, Coutinho.
The thing about the Coutinho one, they forced him to play left wing. That's the problem though. He wasn't a left wing. He was a 10.
I mean, that's Barcelona. It's just summed up in a nutshell. Spending crazy amounts of money on a player who.
That's right, but I'm gonna lose my shit if they won a treble. Oh my god! Within 5
No.
years, oh my.
Let's not manifest that into existence.
No, because
Elias,
it's a high chance. It's
What
a
happened?
High chance, though.
Highlight this comment, the last comment by
Look, yeah.
That's the
thing,
problem with Barcelona. They
Yeah,
always
you have
want
to
to
play.
play pretty. They
Yeah,
want to
that's the
play
problem,
attractive
yeah.
football. How about you
That's the
just
problem.
win like
Yeah,
Madrid?
that's the problem. Like it's cool to play beautiful football, but not all the time.
We're gonna have to buy
You
the
can't
refs
really-
then. I mean,
You can't really win it all the
Buy the
time,
refs.
though. You can't win with beautiful football.
No, you can't.
I'm down to buy refs. How much money we got to put in? I don't care.
do send them
I just wanna
donations
win.
on TikTok on everything like that.
I'm like, yeah, bro. Like when you look at Madrid's squad, bro, they're just missing like two center backs, like young center backs to complete their squad. That's it. Because I know that the Rudiger and Alaba will be gone in 2 years. They're looking at for the young ones. Oh my gosh! And Carvajal gonna be gone in 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Someone fed something to Carvajal. It's like his prime.
But Real Madrid always manages to just basically like find the next superstar and just go after him. It's like that.
Yeah, because they have good scouting players. They know who to aim for.
Absolutely. But guys, that was it for the episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. As always, this episode will be on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Thank you, Sampana. Thank you, NJ, for tuning in. Thank you, Sebi, as well. Guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. Definitely let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. What do you guys make of the whole Frankie de Jong situation? Should Barcelona be looking to sell? How should they approach it? And where should Roque go? Should he go abroad? Should he stay at Barcelona? Or should he potentially just return back to Brazil? But guys, that was it for the episode. And as always, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you guys all on the next video. Peace out, guys.